October 7th, 2019. A man strangles one woman in her home. Hours later, he kills another. By the time police catch him, he's already confessed to his own father and said he'd do it again. This is the case that became impossible to talk about without mentioning a comic book character, but this isn't a superhero story. Two real women lost their lives. Kristine Melton was 35. Diane Ruiz was 43, a waitress, a mother of two. On October 7th, 2019, in Cape Coral, Florida, both women crossed paths with the same man within the same day, and neither survived it. Melton was found in her own home. Ruiz vanished while walking to work. Her body wasn't found until 3 days later, in a field behind a Sam's Club. The man responsible was Wade Wilson. According to court testimony, he strangled Melton in her home and left her body concealed under bedding. Later that same day, he lured Ruiz into his car under false pretenses. He strangled her too, and when he realized she was still alive, he drove his car over her body multiple times. Wilson later called his own father and confessed. His father called the police. Wilson was arrested the next day and told detectives, on record, that he would do it again. At trial, Wilson's defense argued that brain scans showed possible damage affecting his impulse control. The state's medical examiner disagreed, finding no structural evidence of that. In June 2024, a jury found Wilson guilty on all charges. They recommended the death penalty for both murders. In August 2024, a judge agreed, calling the killings heinous, atrocious, and cruel. Wilson became one of the first people sentenced to death under Florida's newly revised capital punishment law. Here's the part that made headlines almost as much as the murders themselves. Because Wilson shares a name with Deadpool, his case went viral. And not for the right reasons. Some online communities began treating him as a meme, even a kind of celebrity. Fan accounts, fundraising, people romanticizing a convicted double murderer. Kristine Melton's brother, Robert, said it plainly. "I don't want anything in this to be about him. Two wonderful people died. This should not end up being about Wade." Wade Wilson is currently appealing his sentence, but the case isn't really about him. It's about Kristine Melton and Diane Ruiz, two women who didn't deserve what happened to them and shouldn't be remembered as a footnote to someone else's internet infamy. This case is covered in Netflix's Worst Acts Ever.